A brand that's been around over 100 years. They always perfect how to light up and around your home. Today we're going to do it outside. This is a super bright deluxe spotlight that is sipping the power of the sun. So it's using that solar panel right there on the top. You have multi-directional lights, and you can mount it or you can stake it in the ground, whichever customizes for you, without hiring anybody, no electrician, no wiring, nothing hard that you have to figure out. You just have to decide, where do you want that automatic light to turn on? Maybe it's a nice little area outside that you're sitting with your loved ones, or it could be a dark driveway. This is water resistant, so you can keep it out year round. And it is something that I know you're gonna find many, many places in your home or outside your home to be able to use. $8.32 gets it home. Let's bring in the one and only Lou Caputo. Lou,
hello.
How are you? Happy New Year.
I'm good. Happy New Year to you. It's good to see you.
It's good to
see you. It's the first time we worked this year.
I know. It's only 6 days in the year.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bell+Howell does it again.
They do.
Already incredibly popular.
Yes.
Motion lights and solar and LEDs all coming together to really kind of light up the exterior of your home wherever you want to.
No, absolutely. And this light's amazing because there are 14 LEDs on this. It has a massive solar panel.
Yeah.
Okay. It comes with a stake, so you can stake it into the ground, or you can mount it to a wall, and we'll show you that in just a second. But one of the really neat features about this, by the way, these lights can be positioned anywhere you want, up, down, whatever direction you want to put them in. But one of the really cool features about this is, in the past, we've always had, motion sensor lights that just relied on straight motion. In other words, if something moved, it was going to come on. Now, the problem is that in my backyard, there are things like the cover of my umbrella, there are plants back there that move, there's all sorts of things that move around back there. And the lights are constantly going on and off and on and off and on and off.
So it's a party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a little disco back there. But this uses a technology called passive infrared, okay? So it's not only looking for motion, it's looking for a difference in temperature between the background and the object that's moving. So, if there's a plant or something sitting out there, it's gonna be the same ambient temperature as the air. So it's not gonna activate this if it's waving. Now, if your dog, if something that's warmer than that background happens to go in front of this about 20 feet away, the lights are gonna come on. So it's not going to give you as many false activations as you got in the past. But look at this, when you put this up, and it doesn't matter where you put it, it will illuminate a huge area, and what I love about it is you can aim the lights in different directions. Yeah,
because again, not everybody's house or corner or dark spots are the same, so that's really nice. You get two lights on either side, but they can move multi-directionally. This solar panel means you don't have to buy batteries. You don't have to hire an electrician.
No hiring, no wiring.
You don't have to hardwire it in.
None of that.
And if you're in a rental, you can move it too.
Yeah, you can move it wherever you want to, and I'm gonna show you something here. Underneath my table, I have a couple of examples of what most of us have used in the past. For instance, I used to have something like this up behind my house, okay? And it's this motion sensor light, and it's bright, it sure is, but I gotta wire this in. This has gotta be plugged into something. So that means I'm not putting this on my fence, it's not going on a tree all the way at the back of the property. You can't, your shed that has no power, you can't use this there unless you hire an electrician, and they dig a trench, and they run a wire, and the whole thing, and now you've just paid more money. I mean, a crazy amount to get that done. Then there's lights like these that take batteries in the back, and these actually work incredibly well, but the problem is I can't remember to put the battery. I don't know what I had for breakfast today. How am I gonna remember to put batteries in this thing?
It was oatmeal.
Was it oatmeal?
I don't know.
But I can't remember to do that. When you have solar power, it's not something you ever have to do. Now,
it's reliable.
No, it's reliable.
It's reliable, it's consistent, and then this one's even smarter.
It's even smarter. It's smarter than I am, that's for sure. So what I'm gonna do now is let's bring the lights down. I've got one mounted over here, and I'm just gonna walk over here and turn this guy on. Actually, you know what? We put some tape over the light sensor. Now, that just came on, Val. Look how bright that is. I've got you lit up over there. I'll stand over here, and I'll put one light on me. Look at that. Look how bright these lights are. And if you were here in our studio, you could see, she's kind of blocking because it's so bright. It's 500 lumens. I mean, that's a lot of light, and it's lighting up this whole area of the studio. Now, this is gonna stay on as long as I'm standing here and I'm moving around.
So as long as it knows that you're there. Sorry, I'm like trying to concentrate. It senses that you're there, it's gonna stay on.
Yes.
Okay?
It senses that I'm here. But remember what I said earlier when I was talking about the passive infrared? It measures the difference in temperature, okay? So it's going to know if it's a leaf that's blowing, if it's, some, bushes, Things like that. Like I was talking about the umbrella in my backyard. That thing was the bane of my existence for the longest time because I couldn't figure out what it was that was making the light go on and off. It was the umbrella. Because this has the passive infrared, it's going to know, hey, that's a living thing, or no, that's not something that's alive or warm enough to set me off. Like your car, when your car pulls in the driveway, because your engine heats up the entire front of the car, it senses that, it will turn on. But let's say that, you know, your garbage can gets knocked over and it starts rolling down the driveway, it's not gonna come on because there's no difference in temperature.
Well, I love that you said that it notifies and it turns on, and most importantly, people. You know, this is the thing, if you've got a spot in your house where you know that that's that dark corner and you don't have light there, this is how it's automatically gonna come on, which in my opinion deters any kind of,
any nefarious, you know, deeds
anybody
from
who
going
shouldn't
on.
be hanging out by your property.
Yeah, no, it's a fact that, you know, statistically, if your house is the one house that's lit up on the block, no one's coming to that house to do anything.
We're not gonna be able
We can't really see each other right now because these are so bright.
I have very light eyes. This is like, it's really, really bright. And
it's
I can't believe
bright.
you're getting
Here, let me come back over here with you.
Thank you.
I'll come back.
I can't believe you're getting this type of brightness without power.
Well,
like this is coming from the sun.
So two reasons for that. One is that technology has advanced to the point where even little tiny LEDs like these put out so much power. And of course, Bell+Howell, you know, they've been around for 115 years. They're a legacy brand in 99 countries. They won Academy Awards for advancements in lighting. They know lighting, okay? So they're at the forefront of this technology. Now, the other reason is that massive solar panel on top. Because a lot of times we see solar lights and they've got a little tiny panel on the top of it.
And it barely turns on.
And it barely
turns on. And then it's off by like 10. You're like, wait a minute. Right now, I do know I am a little bit.
This is a 6-inch solar
I am
panel.
very happy that we are getting 1 minute lighter every day. Did you get right?
Yes.
However,
I'm a fan.
You still have night, right? It's still gonna come upon us, whether it's 5 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever it is. So remember, this is sipping the power of the sun as a solar panel. You've got the multi-directional lights, which are super bright. You can mount this on a tree or a fence or the side of your house.
Any place.
Or it comes with the stakes. You can stake it into the ground.
In your bushes, you know, along your driveway if you want to. And you saw when you and I were standing on opposite sides of it, you can literally aim the light 180 degrees in different directions from each other. So you don't have to worry. Like, there used to be spotlights where it was like, pick a direction.
Right.
You know, where do you want to look? With this, if I mount this on the corner of my house, I can literally turn it and have it go in 2 different sides.
Yep, and if you want to change it, you don't have to take it down and reprogram anything. There's no app or anything. You literally just put it up, right?
Yep, you just put it up, press the power button to tell it to go on, and then never touch it again.
And it's a nice black, so it kind of blends in. It's great for every home. It'd be great if you just have a spot, you're like, I don't want to hire an electrician, put an outdoor light there. It's where we sit, it's where we enjoy our coffee in the morning or in the evenings. This is an awesome deal, $8.32 to get it home. I want to let you know that right now we do have a home